Okay, so it looks like we're all set. Welcome to Meditation and Moonbeams. This is where we talk about how to use moon phases for manifesting. And then we follow up with a guided meditation to support your mental well-being and emotional goals. This meditation series is brought to you as part of the UMA Health Integrated Care Program, and today is Wellness Wednesday. Once again, my name is Rhonda Jabari, and I'm a master level Reiki practitioner and teacher, meditation guide, certified chakra therapist, certified aromatherapist, wellness practitioner, ritualist, and author. And I help people regain a sense of control and balance in their lives using Reiki, meditation, chakra balancing, and aromatherapy to remove and release any energy that no longer serves a positive purpose. You can learn more about me on my website, www.wellnessuprising.com. So today, can you believe it? It's already February 18th, and this is a short month. That means we only have 10 days left. And we're going to talk about the March 3rd Virgo full moon that's coming up. And then we'll end with a meditation on, what is it? I can't remember. Oh, safety through simplicity. Safety through simplicity is the meditation topic. So for the purposes of meditation and moonbeams, this is how we approach the 4 major lunar cycles. The new moon symbolizes new beginnings, fresh energy, and the planting of seeds for future growth. So it's the ideal time to set intentions, start new projects, and align your energy with what you want to manifest in the coming lunar cycle. The first quarter moon represents a time for action and facing challenges head on. So as you move through that phase, you want to break through obstacles and focus on growth, helping your intentions to take root. The full moon that we're talking about today is a time of culmination, manifestation, and reflection. And I tell you guys, in the sign of Virgo, this is such a doozy because they are such sticklers for perfection. It's amazing. But this is a good time to let go of what's not serving you anymore and to celebrate what you've already achieved. And then the last quarter moon is a time of reflection, introspection, and letting go of any lingering energies before the next new moon. So that's a time for clearing and rest and preparation for a new cycle. And as I always say, being aware of the moon phase every day can help you to make more conscious decisions about what to do and what not to do on a given day. So welcome to Meditation and Moonbeams. So let's talk about this core energy of Virgo. You know, Virgo is like the sacred mechanic of the zodiac, so where Pisces dreams, Virgo asks a question. And that question is, okay, dreaming is fine, but how do we live it? So this full moon is going to shed light on habits that drain life force, on emotional patterns that are stored in the body, on what your nervous system actually trusts, and on the difference between healing ideas and healing behaviors. So this is the moon of integration where spirit becomes routine. It's not a manifestation moon. This is a maintenance cycle, a maintenance moon. So you aren't asked to become somebody new. You'll be asked to stop abandoning yourself in small ways on a daily basis. So the signs most heavily influenced by this energy are, of course, Virgo, because it's a Virgo moon. So for Virgo, it's an identity reality check. This is your annual emotional audit because every sign gets a full moon throughout the year, right? So this is your annual emotional audit. So you might notice that you have a sudden intolerance for chaos, that you are sick and tired and fed up of people who don't follow through. You might be feeling pushed to reorganize your life, not just on a surface, but structurally. And you'll feel an awareness of how much energy you spend managing others. So the come to Jesus moment is, I'm tired because I overfunction. And your lesson is to stop fixing what was never assigned to you. And your healing action is choose what you maintain and release the rest. Pisces, who's also heavily influenced by this moon, is about emotional sobriety. So this one lands directly in the Pisces relationship house. So you might feel less romantic about someone, clearer about mixed signals, sensitive but strangely calm. And you might feel a desire for emotional honesty over emotional comfort. You know, as water signs, we're always looking for comfort. But in this case, Pisces, desire for emotional honesty over emotional comfort. And so the realization is you knew this already, you just didn't want to know it. And your lesson is compassion without boundaries becomes self abandonment. So, what's your healing action? Name what you feel out loud, even gently. Gemini is another sign that is very heavily influenced by this energy. And for Gemini, this is a nervous system reset. So, this moon works on your inner environment, home, safety, and the mental noise going on in your head. So, what you might experience is an urge to clean and rearrange or nest. You might be exhausted and overstimulated. You may be feeling a need for silence just to quiet everything around you. You may not even have known that you needed that silence, but believe me, you do. And you may feel a sudden emotional memory returning to the surface. So your realization is my mind is tired because my environment never rests. And your lesson is that peace is a physical condition, not a mental decision. So, what's your healing action? To reduce input, take in less news, do less scrolling, have fewer conversations. If you're Sagittarius, you're going to be directly impacted and heavily influenced. And for you, this is a direction correction. So this is all about career purpose and responsibility coming into focus for you, Sagittarius. So you might feel impatient with work that lacks meaning. You may feel a desire to organize goals instead of chase inspiration. You may get real clear about what's unrealistic. And then you may feel a motivation mixed with seriousness. Remember, freedom requires structure. So your lesson is that vision without systems becomes frustration. Your healing action is to create a weekly rhythm, not a grand plan. So, for all the signs, regardless of what you are, actually, I want to say one more thing about these four signs. There's something that you all have in common, and that is there is relief in honesty. So, no dramatic endings and no emotional explosions, just a quiet moment where your body says, okay, we're going to do it differently now. And once that arrives, then this moon becomes stabilizing instead of heavy. So, keeping all those things in mind. Now let's move on to our meditation for safety through simplicity. I'd like for you to sit comfortably and let your hands rest wherever, just someplace uncomplicated. Your lap, your thighs, or gently folded. You guys are going to hear my teacup tinkling around because my throat is a little bit closed, so I have to drink as I speak. Close your eyes and take a slow breath in through your nose and let it leave through your mouth. Take another deep breath in through your nose and another release through the mouth. So this is not us trying to relax. This is about letting the body notice that nothing is required right now. Let your shoulders drop. It's an effortless movement. Just exhale and relax into it. And let your jaw soften. And at this moment, just let your breath breathe itself. Bring your attention to your feet. You don't have to imagine anything, just feel your feet. You know, Virgo energy begins with physical truth. Feel the temperature of your feet and the pressure and their contact with the floor. Now, notice your legs. Feel their weight and notice their effort to hold you. This is not yoga. You don't have to reposition yourself or improve your posture. Just let the body sit the way it actually sits. Bring awareness to your abdomen. There's no need to tighten or correct. Just feel yourself breathing. Is your breath shallow or deep? Is it uneven or is it calm? Whatever it is, let it be intelligent. Let it lead the way. The body knows how to breathe better than the mind. Now I want to take a few minutes to do a nervous system reset. Take one hand and place it lightly over your abdomen. And if it's comfortable for you, take the other hand and place it over your heart. We are going to shift and create a reality with one sentence. Nothing needs to be solved in this moment. 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 Now, I'd like for you to follow a breathing cue for me. Each time I say here, I want you to inhale. And each time I say now, I'd like for you to release and exhale. So let's start now. Here. 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 Now, here, now, here, now. Right about now, you might notice your thoughts are trying to organize or plan or review, and that's okay because that's just your mind doing its job. But this meditation belongs to the body. Each exhale tells the nervous system that the day is not chasing you. So let's stay with this rhythm for a moment longer. On the inhale, when you hear the word here, inhale. And when I say now, exhale, we're going to do a few more cycles. Here, now, here, now, here, now, here, now, here, and now. I've done all that beautiful breathing. Now gently bring attention to the area just behind your navel. This is where we register safety and overload. Feel yourself, your breath moving in and out in that area. Imagine a warm, steady light right there. And it's not bright, it's not dramatic, it's just steady. And with each breath, that light becomes more organized. It's not growing bigger, it's not growing stronger, just more orderly. It's another Virgo trait, right? They love order. The body really prefers order to intensity. So say silently, I do not need to force change. Small cooperation is enough. My body is allowed to trust repetition. I do not need to force change. Small cooperation is enough. My body is allowed to trust repetition. I do not need to force change. Small cooperation is enough. My body is allowed to trust repetition. I do not need to force change. Small cooperation is enough. My body is allowed to trust repetition. Now let your breath move naturally and notice how calm grows from consistency, not effort. Just continue breathing in and out, letting your breath lead the way. You don't have to think about it. This is a natural flow. Now release your hands, letting them fall wherever they're comfortable, on your lap or at your side, wherever you want. And just experience your body sitting here. Nothing healed, nothing fixed, no effort, just being steady. Take a slow breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. This Virgo full moon that's coming up is not asking you to transform. It's asking you to stop working against yourself. And today you practice cooperation in this meditation. So gently wiggle your fingers. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And thank you for sharing space with me at today's meditation and moonbeams. And I invite you to return next Wednesday, February 25th at 1 p.m. Pacific. I am Rhonda Kaikendal-Jabari of Wellness Uprising. And this was brought to you by the UMA Health Integrated Care Program. May your journey be illuminated with clarity, your heart overflow with compassion, and your spirit rest steady and ground. Until we meet again in stillness, find peace and be well.